Bachelor Party. I'm Juliet Litman. I'm here with Callie Crerie. Hi, Callie.
Hello.
We are less than a week out from The Bachelorette, which, programming alert, number one, this podcast will be coming out on Sunday nights because The Bachelorette's going to be airing on Sundays. Number two, for the season, we're going to be joined by Rachel Lindsay. She's back, baby. She's back on The Bachelorette beat. I can't believe it. It's a great time to be talking about slow-mo because it leads right into Bachelorette. So we're going to cover that today. The back half of the season. We're also going to get into Age of Attraction, which feels like there's a lot of murmurs out there around this show. People are watching it.
Yeah.
And, of course, Survivor, which we didn't get to last week. So pour one out for Q, everybody. And don't at me over spoilers. I mean, it's like 5 days after.
Literally, it comes out tomorrow, the next episode. So,
yeah. But
calm
move
down.
on.
But first, should we talk about Rob?
Sure. What shouldn't we talk about, Rob? I don't even know what you're going to say. What happened now?
I was just kidding. I just feel like that's how we've started every podcast for the past 2 months. So felt like he needed a mention.
I've been meaning to screenshot our text, but there hasn't been a good reason to do it to show the world the background. Yes, of Rob's face. I hope he's having a great day, a great week. I will note, did you see that Boston Rob went to the White House and posted a picture, and then Natalie got into his comments and was just no, that was
Natalie and Carolyn.
Yeah, Carolyn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Traders alums. So
and Stephanie, who was on Survivor 50, was coolest dad ever.
Yeah. You have information that you need, everybody. Slow-mo 6 through 10, season 4. Shit gets dark. I wasn't prepared for just how dark things get for basically every person on this television show. I would say the only person for whom things don't get bad.
My favorite couple is doing fine.
Who's that?
They're not together. Miranda and Chase.
Oh, Miranda and Chase. Yeah, Miranda's can't be rattled. She's I'm good. Chase not really on the show anymore. So he's fine as well. I guess I don't even know. I think where we need to begin is trying to understand why ABC/Disney/Hulu still felt that Taylor Frankie Paul was a good idea for the lead of one of their signature franchises. And we were supporters. We were excited. Rachel's coming back to the show for TFP. And now that we've seen slow-mo, I'm just what the fuck's going to happen?
I am still excited. But objectively, horrible decision.
I am still excited as well. But it's not like any other season. I really hope they do not begin with some cheesy package of Taylor walking through the cornfields of Utah or the horse farm, I guess it was, from the opening credits, and being I'm just ready for love. Because Taylor
is not ready.
We know we're not ready. You are not. You are ready for some sort of intervention. You are ready for some kind of celibacy, I think. Maybe short-lived, but she needs changes. And I guess she agrees.
Needs to move.
Where should she move to?
As far as possible away from Dakota.
How do you explain Dakota and Taylor? What is going on between the two of them?
It does seem that a lot of these women, not just Taylor, somehow stop developing around 15.
Well, I think that's when they become sexualized.
There has to be something culturally that stops it at 15. I'm not familiar enough with Utah and Mormonism to pinpoint it. But it kind of seems to happen on Salt Lake too. So there is something that stops in the teenage years. And watching Taylor, a part of me is I made dumb decisions when I was younger. This is another level of crazy, chaotic, toxic decisions.
So the morning she's the end of the season, the morning she's supposed to fly to LA with her sister and her mom. She can't get out of bed. She won't get on camera. Is she hungover in the house? Like, what's going on? Why was she up all night? I mean, Dakota obviously left really early.
They were up all night.
I think he left at 4 a.m.
having sex and talking, I guess. I mean, when she was like, I'm just exhausted, and he was like, yeah, I bet. Me too. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm kind of confused. I think that she like crashes. Like, she definitely has some sort of like mental health issues.
Yeah.
Not diagnosing her because I couldn't tell you what it is. She knows that she's making horrible decisions. She knows, like, even with the stuff with her mom, which is really hard to watch, she knows, like, she doesn't want to say anything because she knows, like, I'm so dumb. But, like, she still can't keep doing it. It's like someone who keeps putting their hand in fire and is like, oh my God, that hurts so bad. But then they do it again.
The way that she fought with her mom when they went to like the park with her sister, that was like an episode like 6 or 7, was really, really sad because instead of like just being honest with her mom, she denies it and she like lies very sort of dramatically. And then a few minutes into it, she was like, actually, I did fuck him or whatever she says. And it's like,
it's also how they talk.
I know. It's just like,
can you imagine telling your mom, like, I fucked him?
No, I cannot. Absolutely not. And I don't think my mom would like that either.
Would you tell your mom I had sex with him?
Like through tears, not like yelling at her, like, yeah, I had sex with him, but like maybe through tears. Yeah.
I'm saying, are you like, you're comfortable enough like saying something like that to your mom? I'm 100% comfortable enough saying that to my mom.
Yeah.
Fucked? I'm not saying that.
Agreed. It's like, it's also just so like she's like inciting something in her mom. She's just trying to provoke her mom before her mom can provoke her, I guess. I don't know. It's
similar with how she is with Dakota.
Yeah. It's the way that she got so angry when she was in, I guess, Jesse's bathroom when she found out about Shania. And she was like, and she called Miranda and she was like, don't lie to me. Like, how long have you known? It was just so like, I wouldn't be friends with Taylor. I wouldn't want to be spoken to that way, and I wouldn't be able to respond as calmly as Miranda does, or really a lot of them do. I guess they like expect it. I don't know. This was a tough watch, and like Taylor's probably one of the more dramatic storylines from this back half of the season, but like there was a lot of stuff that was like very upsetting.
I was like, kinda. There was a lot happening.
I know. I mean, Layla barely was on the show, but like in one episode, like the way that she talks about her body and herself was like truly, truly tragic. And like, I really, really hope she has good people around her to like help her through this moment. I mean, it seems like more than a moment. It's been a while. Like there's just, and then with Michaela, and then even Jenn and Whitney's fight was like pretty wild.
And then you have Jessie, who's contemplating divorce, which she's not contemplating. She wants to get divorced. She just doesn't know how.
Yeah. I mean, the prenup thing is like, and also the fact that everyone agrees that Jordan would be like a nightmare to divorce. I'm just like, why did you marry this man?
Not even that. The way she's phrasing it, like she's crying, not because of the end of her marriage.
Yes. The end of her dollars.
She's crying because of the prenup.
And she's not wrong.
But if I was Jordan and watched that, I'd be like, oh, we gotta get divorced here.
And you'd be like, okay, good to know what my rights are. Thanks for laying it out.
Yeah. Everyone except for like Macy had a pretty tragic storyline. I do think that from what we've seen, and neither one of us are hardcore Dancing with the Stars people.
No.
But every person that comes off that show and like clips that you find or you hear people in interviews and blah, blah, blah. I have heard that it is insanely strenuous to be on that show.
Really hard.
And it's not for like, months and months on end, but
it is for like 2 months if you go far.
Yeah. So 2 months
plus
of
training.
Like very strenuous taping, rehearsals, and training. And because you don't want to look horrible, like you end up doing even more than what you're asked to do.
Right.
And it seems like it's almost like a culture there that everyone buys into. And so like everyone is doing way more than asked. So to finish that up and then come home and have to film for Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and also be a mom to 3 kids, and for Jenn, 3 under 3. It's not surprising she got sick.
It's hard for me to understand how you can get pregnant that many times in such a small window of being able to get pregnant.
They did it. I have a question, because we did text a little bit on the dad talk front, which I will say, according to Twitter, according to me, maybe according to you, I didn't ask you this. I don't need dad talk. I don't care about dad talk.
I don't want it. It made me dislike every dad more. Like, there's no one I liked more as a result of dad talk, except for Connor, but he's not even in it because he lives in LA.
I was going to ask who your favorite guys were now.
It's number 1, Connor with a bullet. Like, when he was like, close up magic, I was like, yes, Connor.
I really like him.
Me too. I do too. Also, Whitney seems to really like him. Like, he is a safe place for her. She calls him to cry. They have a nice thing going. It might be
It's
like a really
crazy.
Nice friendship, but yeah.
Well, it's kind of crazy that from season 1 to now, I would have bet all the money in the world that the strongest couple would not be Whitney and Connor.
I know. They
seem like they're the strongest couple. But a big reason why I think that they are the strongest couple, and not to take anything away from Whitney, but it is that like Connor is very secure in himself,
mm-hmm.
and is like, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing so well. He said he loves his job, but he's like, it makes more financial sense for us to do this. And maybe it's not forever. But if it is, then like I have to find something for myself. And so I started doing magic. And while I do not like Zach, I liked Zach's conversation with Jenn, which he was like, it's crazy, but like, I am proud of him for finding something that makes him happy.
Yeah, agreed. That's the only nice thing I think we can allow about Zach on this episode today.
Well,
so
you liked him 7 days ago.
I know. I cannot believe it. I'm so horrified by myself. I'm so sorry to all of the listeners. I see the error in my ways. I no longer like Zach. I've seen a lot on Reddit of people talking about, like, why did Zach go to the meeting with Whitney instead of Jenn? And there's a lot of blaming of producers going on with the dads in particular. I also saw Macy blaming production a little bit for like some of the stuff that happened between her and Jacob that you didn't see, and other stuff that you didn't see. Like, there's a lot of blaming of production going on right now, which is funny because the women all got EP credits this season. But anyway, it's just, I think that the introduction of the dads is such a suck, and like nobody likes Jordan. Like, he sucks. It's seeing the dads like rally around Jace was also pretty depressing. When he's just like, I understand that like men have needs or whatever, but the way that he like shares everything, what's going on between him and Michaela, is just like with so little empathy for her. It's insane. And I just dial down the dads is all I have to say.
I agree. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to see it. Although I do like, I like hearing from Connor, which is crazy. But like, even after Zach went and met with Whitney, which like, I hope that was a producer idea, because it made Jenn look like a 2-year-old and it made him look crazy. Like, no one on their side looked good from Zach doing that.
It's been a real, the episodes like 7 or 8, 9, 10 for Jenn were very tough.
Rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when Whitney called Connor afterwards and he was like trying to keep his cool, and then he just like busted out and was like, I'm not okay with any man making a woman feel fucking small. I was like, oh, but like, I like what you're saying.
Go off, Connor.
Yeah.
I just like, there's so many things. I can't imagine welcoming a family of 5, including 3 under 3, into my home. And then like 2 to 3 months later, this woman being like, well, we were never really friends in the first place. Like, you don't really care about me. Like, that is such a slap in the face. I understand why Whitney erupted. Just to be like, well, we're not actually friends when Whitney has done everything to be your friend is so fucked up.
Well, also, I was kind of like, where is there any evidence that you guys aren't actually like, Jenn didn't provide anything for me to be like, oh yeah, Whitney's not her friend. All she kept being is like, well, you came back for Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. She was honest about that.
Yeah, she said
We've
it to
like,
the camera directly.
yeah, she said it to them when they
Yeah.
asked her. Like, we have moved on from that. And she said the reason why she felt that way is because nobody liked her.
I know. Also, she was right when she was like, I can separate being friends with you and being friends with Demi. Like, Jenn might not like it, but it's not like just you can only have one friend and that's it.
Also, you never asked her to choose.
Right. The whole thing
Not that I
was
think
like,
you should. Like Taylor asking Miranda to choose. I like Miranda being like, I'm not your parent. I'm not your child. I'm not your spouse.
and she also was like, and I'm not choosing you.
Yeah. And she's like, and I'm not sure you're going to like which way I would go. If
You're
it came
so
down to
in
a
the tank
choice.
for Miranda. It's kind of sweet. Like, she's like one of your favorite people on TV currently.
I can't say that because she doesn't provide enough entertainment. She's just, it seems like she generally does the the right thing. I don't want to say what I would do, but like when I'm watching these shows and these women make like the craziest decisions, like one after the other, and they're all just like, yeah, of course, that's it. Miranda will be like, no. Yeah. Like when she was like, everyone got mad at me because they thought I was there for clout. And she was like, I was not. I was there for money, not clout. And I was like, yeah. That's what everyone is there for. Thank you for telling the truth.
Do you think these women get paid to go to all these events? Or is it just like mutually beneficial and then they parlay that into brand deals?
I think it depends. Like I'm sure there are some events where they pay everyone to go. And then there's some events that they go because it's mutually beneficial. And because of how they have formed and like keep a hierarchy of this mom talk, like it gives you like points when you support other
like
people. And
if you do this for Taylor, she'll come to your event and like she's got the most followers.
Yeah, which going back to Taylor, we have been huge fans of Taylor.
Main character energy, yeah.
Can't say that I'm standing there today.
I'm still looking forward to seeing what happens in The Bachelorette, but I'm definitely less excited. I'm just like, oh, I know this person's unwell. So this is not a good idea for her. Although she might be one of the only people whose mental health improves from going on The Bachelorette versus being at home.
Yeah, maybe. I am still excited about The Bachelorette, but like we were like, she is tier 1A for reality star. She's not tier 1A for me anymore.
Is it because she's she has too many issues? Like, why is that?
She's like the last half of this season, I didn't find like, oh my God, this is so enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Like her decisions are so toxic and so chaotic that like it wasn't super fun to watch. And just like knowing how this impacts other people.
I know,
like it's fun when you're doing it and it's only yourself. I'm like, you have 3 kids.
Yeah.
You have 2 baby daddies. You have
She's 3 baby daddies, doesn't she?
2. She has 2 by one and 1 by the other.
Oh.
She even like her going on the Bachelorette, which like I'd say generally we're not like the biggest fans of like men as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
But
much like Macy.
But yeah, Macy can't stand men. Neither can Michaela. By the way, rightfully so for both of them.
Agreed.
The fact that all these men are signing up to do that, like if it were flipped around, if she were a man and all these women were signing up to try to find someone and this was the guy, I'd be like, that's kind of fucked for you to do this show.
It's true.
So I have to keep the same energy with Taylor. All these men signing up for this show, which like I'm sure only like 4% of them are there for the right reasons, but still, you should not be signing up for the Bachelorette. And she keeps talking about the Bachelorette like it's just an opportunity for her,
and like a trip to rehab or something.
Yeah, it's like this will be good for me. I'll get over Dakota. Like this will be a long time where I can't talk to him. I'm like, you are supposed to be engaged at the end of this.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it is true. Like these guys are like taking a break from their lives. And you're just like, this is all about me. It's selfish. It's not great. It's not great for the show. But I don't even know if the show is selling anymore. So like maybe it won't be a problem and it'll be fine. But can I tell you who you sound like? You sound like Sydney Warner. Sydney from Peter's season, who's married to Fred Warner. Can I read you the what she posted on her Instagram?
I tried to find it, so yes, please.
She posted a picture of episode 10 of the women like waiting in the airport with their signs. And first of all, you can see like it's over her baby's like play gym thing. Like she's like a very little
Oh,
baby
yeah, yeah.
and like a boppy. So I'm like, I understand. I was there recently watching reality TV in the same way. I get it. And she wrote, "This is so upsetting. I'm a result of being on The Bachelor. I owe a lot to the franchise. The Bachelor is one of the most iconic shows of all time and was so highly respected because they held the contestants to such a high standard. It was such an honor to be on the cast, let alone be casted as the lead. That's life-changing." Just to be clear, Sydney was not cast as the lead.
Yeah.
"To watch this and see this soon-to-be lead completely disrespect the stage that she has been given, the men who put their entire lives on hold to come and meet her is horrible. What has happened to morals and values? Clearly, this person is not mentally well, and for them to cast someone like this just gets views is beyond me. I know this is a dying franchise, but why not let the show die out with class and dignity and not stoop down and claw and scrape just to get views? I feel so bad for those guys. Seriously, this is hard to watch. Someone completely not care about something so prestigious that so many girls would do anything to be given."
Okay, it's a little too serious for me. Like,
You think?
but she's not wrong.
I know she's not wrong, but she's really very serious, and it sounds like she's like talking about like
The presidency?
or like the Bible or like Jesus, and like someone's like desecrating her church.
I think it's literally talking about the presidency. Like, how did we get here? That now we have a reality TV show person like leading our country. It's very similar.
It is true.
Except for that's a real thing. Like that actually like impacts millions of lives, and this does not.
No.
So that's the difference. She's this. You can say the same thing about the presidency, and I'd be like, okay, that's fair. Like this is a huge thing that's happening. Bachelorette is not that big of a deal. Everyone will be fine. Even the guys will be fine. But I just think for Hulu, ABC, Disney, whatever, to produce this season, see how she is, and still be like, yeah,
Let's do
it.
I know. I wonder. I really don't know what they're thinking. I'll try to find out.
They asked her because she was at the Oscars last night, which also is crazy.
This is on ABC, yeah.
And they asked, did you see that? They were like, are you happy? And she was like, in this moment, yes. This comes like an hour after it came out that Mormon Wives had to pause filming because her and Dakota got into a huge blow up. So I'm like, did she not find love?
Also, when did they pause filming? When did she get to LA? Like, just so many questions. These women commute between LA and Utah like it's like, Manhattan and the Bronx.
Close.
I guess. It's close-ish, but sure.
Quick flight.
Yes. And I guess ABC is just, paying for all of it for her. It's going to be interesting to say the least. I thought this would really rejuvenate the show, and now I do not think so at all.
Okay. I agree, because I think this is going to be so incredibly hectic, but I do disagree with, I forgot her name for a second. I do disagree with Sydney that this is like the wrong path. I think they have the right idea in like trying to find someone that people care about.
Outside of the franchise.
Yes. She is just a bad choice and I think
because she's mental health crisis.
She could have been a great choice, but unfortunately,
it's not.
She's just not mentally ready.
She's not there. Hard agree. On the topic of The Bachelor, Latia was on these episodes from Grant's
We kind
season.
of called that. Remember, I saw her at a football game with Miranda. It does seem like she is actually friends with Miranda.
Yes, I think so.
But the whole Shania of it all.
That was
okay.
just
We haven't
weird.
really talked about Dakota.
Magic Dick? I don't know what's going on there. I just don't know. He must make you feel so important when he's looking at you.
Okay, we have discussed that he must look better in person.
Yeah, also apparently he played basketball, so I guess he's like athletic.
He must look better in person because he basically pulls any girl he wants.
I know, but like from the pool he's pulling from, it's like all these fragile women. It's weird.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he was even like, there was like rumors he was talking to, what's that
Oh
girl's
yeah,
name?
Brooks Nader.
Brooks
I
Nader.
forgot
And there
about
was
that.
rumors he was talking to someone else too that's like semi-famous. So I'm like, okay, he clearly looks better in person. He's obviously tall.
Yeah.
He is a little bit athletic. If he played sports, he probably has like a little bit of swag, confidence,
Yeah.
whatever. The guys all seem to like him.
No,
So
he's really popular. They all love him.
yeah. So he must be incredibly like charming
Charming.
and funny and all of that. But like at a certain point, like what would it take for Taylor to be like, never again? He fucked your mom's friend.
I know. And so many other girls and like just like lies to you about it. I know
But
you're
also then him just calling and being like, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
Well, I think the most manipulative thing that he does is say to her, like, this is your choice. I was always in. And like he makes it seem like over and over again that she's just like made this decision that they can't be together when it's like his actions have contributed to why she made that decision.
Her decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
not like
because
random.
she's choosing not to be with him, he's like, I mean, technically I can do whatever I want. You're choosing this. So
Yeah.
I'm going to choose to fuck as many people around you. But like, I actually appreciated Miranda again. Miranda, stand over here. I appreciated Miranda being like, Shania, I love you, but you're being dumb. You've talked to him for a week and he's already lied to you at least 10 times.
Yeah,
like,
that was great.
Sure, is he into you? Sure, but this is all for Taylor.
Yeah.
And she was not wrong. He was trying to get Taylor as riled up as possible before going on The Bachelorette, and it worked.
Big time. And I guess they just like love having sex with each other. It just must be like great.
But even like Whitney, when she was like, I'm really trying to understand why Taylor's so riled up, like they're broken up and you're going on The Bachelorette. I was like, exactly.
The 180 from Whitney is unbelievable. She is the greatest example of hurt people. Because now that she's so happy, she's just like kind. She's showing grace. Like she's just she takes things to heart and getting really upset. It's pretty unbelievable. And also like
Yeah, when she was like listening to Taylor talk and she was like, okay, I mean, I guess I can see that, but like he can do whatever he wants. You're going on The Bachelorette.
Yeah, it's pretty. Her transformation is like sort of hard to fathom. But
mentally and physically.
Yeah, I know. When they showed flashbacks, she just looks so different.
Yeah.
I like her red hair a lot. She went much darker and it looks really good.
Yeah, I've seen clips of her on Chicago and she also is like great.
I heard she was pretty good. I know a few people who saw it. Apparently she's not a great singer to be assumed, but she's
Roxy,
like
yeah,
she's like pretty good in it. So congrats to her.
I wonder what's next
for Whitney. Well,
yeah, because like Chicago only runs for,
she has her Christmas movie coming out that she talked about. She also cried about. I'm sure she'll like do more like Hallmark movies and stuff like that. And who knows?
If you got Roxy Hart and you loved dancing like Whitney does, would you be mad that your friend knew for a week and never said anything to you?
I don't think I would confront them over it, but I would maybe like talk shit about them to someone else and be like, why didn't they say anything? It's really weird. So I think I would maybe
confront.
I would feel some kind of way, but it wouldn't be the impetus for like a huge fight.
I would confront only because when I was trying to tell you to be like excited with me, you were like, oh, I already know.
Yeah. It's like,
then I would have been like,
just trying to shit on my moment.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so you won't celebrate with me in the moment because you quote unquote already know, but you already know and never said congratulations.
Zach and Jenn, I think, are not good people. Maybe it's going too far. They have not comported themselves well. She certainly seems like a hurt person hurting people.
I just think she acts like she's 12, like 14.
She is 26. It's very young.
That's not that young. It's not that young. She acts like, I feel like she's someone who would like laugh over like a poop joke.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
She has spent the last 3 years with just tiny babies.
Kids.
So
she just reads like a 14-year-old. And when she was like, am I wrong? And it was just like silent in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
again,
wrong.
Miranda
Taylor
jumped
was
in.
like, don't look at me.
Miranda was like, I forget what her reasoning was, but she like did have like a like I will say this. So
Yeah.
yes,
Like,
you are wrong.
if that was anyone else, people would have a problem.
We haven't even talked about Jesse or Michaela or Layla. I think with Jesse and Michaela, this is both time to move on from these marriages. And Michaela seems to be doing that more seriously. I can't get a fix on what's up with Jesse.
I don't think Jesse likes her husband at all. Like,
What did you think of the name thing? Was that when she was like, I need to change my name for my influencing career?
I don't even know Jordan's last name, so like, I guess,
I think it's like a
but
Hawaiian name because he's from Hawaii.
but yeah, I mean, like, I don't even know it, but it's more so just like Jesse wants no attachment to you at all.
The way she
She just
positioned it
doesn't
was
want to
so funny.
formally get divorced because of the prenup. Like, he would make a joke and she would be like, we're just not on the same page. He just made a joke.
You could
Like,
just
I
laugh.
don't like Jordan, but like Jesse hates him.
He sucks. Apparently, I didn't know this. I read this on Reddit. Apparently, there was some questions, or Jessie was married before and she cheated on her husband with Jordan. And so there was a lot of like shadiness around the beginning of their relationship. And also, she had a child like on the cusp between those relationships. And I think there was some misinformation around the paternity of the child. So Jessie's like really chaotic herself.
Well, and then she also has cheated on Jordan.
Yes, at least emotionally. And I guess she also said that she made out with Marciano. Or was it just emotional affair? Sorry, Demi is the one who made out with him. I wanted to say something about Demi. Thanks for the reminder. Really surprising she walked away from the money of being on this show. Must have been so bad for her that she had to walk away.
I think that she didn't necessarily walk away.
I think she was fired.
I think there's like a combination. The women weren't going to film with her. So it probably made it really hard to keep her on. And her and Brett seem to think that they are like stars. So I assume that negotiations probably went terribly. Like she still wanted A, B, and C, and they were just like, okay, no. And then she originally didn't want to do interviews. And so eventually Hulu was probably like, what are we doing?
Yeah, and it's been fine without her. Haven't missed her at all. That said,
but
would you rather have Demi or Dad talk?
Well, I love Chase, so Dad talk. I don't like anything about Demi. Although their 2-minute True Colors was amazing. I laughed out loud.
It was so funny. Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was so
It feels like
funny.
A lot of lifetimes ago. Like so much has happened on the show since that happened.
Just briefly on Layla.
Yeah.
I talk about being tall a lot. I'm a little bit taller. They said that she was 5'10", 5'11".
Wow.
I have not, she said that she got on the scale and was 99 pounds. I have not been 99 pounds since 4th grade.
When she said she was on trizepatide, I wanted to find the doctor that gave it to her and have him like
they need to be
losing his license.
Like
awful. It's so horrible. When she talked about how it's uncomfortable to sit because she doesn't have enough fat. I mean, it's just
that her knees hurt when they touch because there's not enough fat.
It's just, I feel sick talking about it. It's so tragic. I think that, we know a lot about these women's struggles. She, I think, doesn't have like a strong family like to support her, and she's divorced. And so like, I really hope that she finds friends who are like family for her and like can help support her. It is so sad. I really admire her for talking about it like on screen, and she did an article in The Cut in New York Magazine, but it's just so sad. And she obviously just like has a lot of self-love to find. I really hope she can find it.
Yeah, her dad wasn't in her life at all.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just like not a lot of people that look like her where she's from. So I have to assume like a lot of her life she questioned if she was pretty, and all of these women talk about how important it is to be pretty, just pretty, like nothing else but pretty in Utah and in Mormon culture. So to not ever know that, it's crazy because she's actually really pretty.
She's so pretty.
Um,
Also, I think that she said that she found Mormonism like outside of her family when she was like in middle school or high school. And that
Probably
doesn't,
trying to belong to something.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't surprise me. Like I can see where religion would be really compelling if you're looking for community and family. So I just really, I just really wish her the best. It was really sad. A lot of these women have tragic stories to tell, but that one really, really hit hard. And to see her so physically struggling was like just really sad.
And I know we have shit on Jessie, but at the end of the episode where she said Jessie like separately went and found like the best eating disorder clinic for her to go to, I don't think Jessie's a bad friend.
I don't either. I think similarly, we talked about, I think in last season, after Jessie did a bad job with Layla's extensions, Jessie educated her
Yeah.
staff and herself
Mhm.
on extensions for Black women's hair. And like,
Mhm.
I think that she seems to make a really big effort with Layla in particular.
Yeah.
So that's sweet.
And even like, uh, even in her conversation with Layla, I feel like Jessie was trying to be like harsh and loving at the same time.
Yeah,
But probably because like Layla could get very sick at this
definitely.
point
And she's got kids.
if she's
Like,
not already.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Jessie's like 10 years older than Layla. So I feel like she probably maybe has some kind of like maternal instinct towards her.
Yeah. I would say though, outside of Layla, I don't know if we've talked about this. Maybe we have like off camera, but I've talked about it a lot recently. I know like the 90s look is in, and I was one, like two in the 90s. I was very young in the 90s, so I don't really like remember it fully to really know the comparison. Uh, but like there's like a starvation problem happening with women, and like the Oscars probably like highlighted that even more for me. I don't Was it this bad in the 90s? And like maybe because Ozempic wasn't so like readily available. And obviously they had other things, but like Ozempic does it so easily and so fast. It's just so much easier to get to
Yeah.
like emaciation. I don't know if that's a word, but
I read an article that also said that with Ozempic, the ways in which you lose weight, it's like it makes your face look hollowed in and also
mhm.
makes people's arms look and shoulders look particularly like bony. And I think
Yeah,
that like on a red carpet, those two things really stand out.
shine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it this bad in the 90s? I don't know. I mean, I think that like I think that from my recollection of my own childhood, and I was also very young. I was 4 in 1990.
Yeah.
Like, but growing up in the 90s from 4 to 14, I do think there was a lot of messaging around like thin being like so important. Like even just the styles, like with like low rise jeans
Yeah.
and like the way that pop stars looked and like Kate Moss was like so famous in that time and whatever. So
Mhm.
I don't think it was I think that like with personally with the GLP-1 drugs now, I think there's now this expectation that like, well, here's a quick way to get skinny. So like why aren't you doing it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas that didn't exist before. So it's like the path to it seems like obvious, even though like people don't like I assume Layla was paying out of pocket, like from whatever.
Oh, a lot of people pay out of pocket
Yeah.
though. And I think maybe that's the difference. And again, we were both very young, so like someone tell us if we're wrong. But I do remember like, Kate Moss being super popular and whatever. Maybe for me, it felt like even Kate Moss, like the way people look now because of GLP-1s just looks so much more like
Bony.
famished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but also it's not just the pop stars.
Yeah.
Like
Totally.
everyone is doing GLP-1s. And I've even seen like some like influencers on TikTok who are like on the skinnier side talk about doing it. I've seen influencers say that like everyone they know is doing it and they're like getting concerned. Like everyone's on them. And I'm just like, and even in like my life, I know so many people on them.
Same. I think it took longer for it to like come to my life, but now I know many people. I think that like for some people it's healthy, for some people it goes too far. I think for some people it's vexing. I don't know. I
There's a percentage of people that like actually need them,
Of
and it's a
course.
And it's an amazing drug that can change people's lives for that percentage of people. I'm very curious out of the entire percentage of people using it, like what that percentage.
Right. Yeah. I think one of the things I've always been like confused by is how there's no off ramp. So like when you stop taking them and you just are hungry again and like your brain chemistry reverts back, like what are
Yeah,
you
did you
supposed to
see the
do?
interview with Oprah?
She said she's be on it for the rest of her life, right?
Yeah, she said she got off of it because she was just like, I've changed like my diet. I'm hiking all the time, blah, 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 whatever. And then she was like, I gained 2 pounds, then 5 pounds, then 10 pounds, then 15 pounds. And I look up and I'd gained 20 pounds back pretty quickly.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know what the solution is. I don't know. I have to say, I personally don't love this era of like the expectation of like, okay, just do a GLP-1. But for some people, it's, you know, it's like changes their lives for the better. It's clearly not the case for
A
Layla.
small percentage of people. Yes.
Yeah.
I would say.
I find it hard. I don't know. But I as like I've discussed before, I also have like a really adverse reaction to like all of the other enhancements that seem to become like super commonplace. Like, I don't know.
Lip filler.
Lip filler is like wild. And it's lips and cheeks for me that I'm just like, why aren't those moving? And then I was watching the Oscars and I was like, does anyone here have lines on their forehead? Like anyone? Anyone? Then like it's like basically it was like
Leo.
Sigourney Weaver. He barely does. It's Leo and Barbra Streisand. That was basically it. And then Conan, who I thought did a good job. Anyway, it's tough. I just wish Layla the best. It's really,
I really do. That was like really sad for me to watch.
I completely agree. It was really sad.
And one of her best friends being Miranda, who I don't know if she's on GLP-1s or not, but she clearly takes like working out and eating and like weighs her food very seriously. And for her to be like, this is bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
We want the best for little Layla.
We really do.
And for everyone. Just love the skin you're in. I think we're both totally fine. Do whatever makes you feel the best.
Yeah.
But like, I wish people would love themselves tiny bit more.
And I wish there was like more wide range of appearances on television.
Well, they have us.
That's true. We're here. Watch us on YouTube on your TV.
2 regular sized people.
I just ate a lot of maple popcorn before this podcast. So
I had Chick-fil-A. So
that's great. Let's quickly touch on 2 other shows. First, Age of Attraction, hosted by Nick Viall and Natalie Joy. Mm-hmm. This is sort of like the spiritual follow-up to Love is Blind, except age is not revealed. This is the concept of the show, in case you haven't watched. They have a group of people on a retreat, which looks quite lovely, I must say. I believe in British Columbia, the west coast of Canada. And it's sort of like adult summer camp, and sometimes they go on like activities where it's like they could like get to know each other. It seems lovely. If you find it, the only rule is you may not tell anyone your age or ask anyone else their age. If you decide that you want to move in together in the outside world, you go to the promise room where you give each other a promise ring and then you can reveal your ages. I think this show took a minute to catch on, but now I think here at the top of its second week, people are interested. People are watching. I'm hearing about it from the streets. I'm hearing about it in the group chats. Callie, what's your group chat saying?
Yeah, I was going to say I think we talked about this before the show, but when I didn't hear anything about it the week it dropped, but I think that's because Love is Blind was like fully
up,
cooking. Yeah. And then all of a sudden this week, it was like random people hitting me up, or my group chat started talking about it. And I'm like, all right, slow start, but we're here. And it just got to the point where I had to watch it because too many people were saying things. I, for the life of me, don't understand Netflix's host choices. But the good thing about this show is they are not on the show.
I haven't seen them since episode 1, and I'm through 3 episodes.
Yeah, like you just don't see them. They're barely ever on it.
To be fair, Nick and Vanessa are also barely on Love is Blind.
Yeah, their personalities are just like a little bit more jarring, I think.
Vanessa is also like just like looking for more attention.
They make the show about them a little bit more than Nick and Natalie do.
Yeah.
But this is their first rodeo, so we'll see how it goes. Um, some of these age gaps are pretty crazy.
Well, the first couple that they show is, I think her name is Teresa, and then the guy's name
John
is
I think.
John, but you can call him Prince Harry.
Yeah.
She's 54, and he's 27. And her
Yeah.
children are 22, 25, and 29.
Yeah.
So her son is older than her new boyfriend. That one was pretty crazy. Then there's also the couple where the guy is 60 and the woman is in her 30s, like low 30s.
I don't think she's 30. I think she's like 20.
Oh yeah, you're right. She's 20. Yeah, she is. You're right.
Yeah.
It was a 34 age gap. 34 year, I think. It's like pretty stunning. I wasn't really surprised by anyone's age reveal so far. Oh, the one that was the most uncomfortable was the 38-year-old man and the 22-year-old woman, just because the 22-year-old woman seems so young. Like, I was like, I hope she's not 18.
And he has a daughter that's 14.
Yes, his daughter's 12 and 14.
But like 38 is not that old. It's just that she's 22 and she looks
17.
Yeah. And it kind of acts 17.
Yeah, she acts really young. I thought she was like going to be 20. It's a weird show.
I will say that I think that the casting directors tried to find the youngest looking old people.
They did a great job. Like a really, really
The
good job.
38-year-old could easily be 30. The man.
Oh yeah, totally. I was just when you know that someone
Teresa could be in her 40s.
Teresa looks fantastic. Also, the thing about the older people, they all want to be younger. Like Teresa was wearing her hair in these 2 braids where I was just like, if my mom in her mid-50s, late 50s was wearing her hair that way, I think I'd be like, Mom, like, do you think you're in my bunk at camp? Like, what's going on here?
Jorge, I was shocked he was 60. I thought he would be like maybe 50, and that would
he looks really good.
Age gap. He doesn't have a wrinkle.
I know
he looks
so
not
good.
white, so that people age differently. When he said 60, I was like 60.
Well, again, he doesn't really act 60. He acts like he's like 45.
Yeah, his body is like of a 40-year-old. When he took his shirt off, I was like, there's no way this guy's that old. And I would like to, his girl's name's like
Viall.
Vanilla.
I think it's Viall.
She keeps saying throughout the dating process, like, yeah, my dad doesn't want me dating anyone older than 40. When he revealed 60, I was like, well, let's wrap this up.
She was shocked as well.
Almost double your age. Or more than double your age.
Oh my God. The people on it, like, why do you go on the show? The older people, I kind of understand more. It's like, fuck it, why not? The younger people.
There was a lot of couples that actually matched similar ages.
Yes. Yeah.
They just don't follow them because they don't have the age gap.
Yeah, it's like not that interesting.
So I think you go on the show just like hoping to find love. I just feel like if I were an older woman on the show, what are the chances that these young guys are here for the right reasons?
Also, what are the chances that you can stand them? Like, we don't like men our own age. What about younger men? I mean,
I don't know. Well, as you keep watching the show, there is 3 older women that get followed.
Where do they move into?
An apartment in Vancouver.
Oh, interesting. So they stay in Canada.
Yeah, I think it's Vancouver.
They must have had no budget for this.
And out of the 3 older women, one woman, she gets cracked first night. They're having sex. We hear all types of sounds. The next day, she meets with one of the other older women, and the other older woman was like, have you guys had sex yet? And she's like, yeah, we did. And she's like, how many times? And the woman's like, it's Teresa. Teresa's like, oh my God, I don't know. And she's like, I mean, that's what I'm looking for. Like, if I'm going to be with like a 27-year-old, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, I guess if that's what you're here for.
I mean, I think it is. But what is he here for? Here's the thing about marriage from the younger person's perspective, in my opinion. I'm not married, as you may or may not know. you get married to like have it last a long time, right? And so do you want to just start over again? Like, are you just looking to have like your first marriage and then your second marriage? Like what's going into their minds?
I don't know.
Because that's what
And for
I don't
me,
get.
like Teresa, I like I can't believe her kids are going to hear her moan on TV.
That's a great point.
Like they're not 10. You know what I mean? It's not like they're
Yeah.
going to hear this one day. No, they're hearing it today
Yeah.
at 25, 27, and 29.
It's brutal. Brutal. I don't know the future. I think that also it's different with like Nick and Natalie. Like they started a family together. Also, like for when the man is like 15 years older, that's not that big of a difference, especially as
Eventually, it becomes normal.
yes, like
I'd say in the beginning it's still a lot, but eventually it becomes normal.
But,
But
like,
that's
30
like the 38-year-old and the 22-year-old. Eventually, that will be normal.
yeah, and like in the other direction, like 38 and 50, not that big of a deal. 38 and 53, not that big of a deal.
Right.
But like 27 years is always a big deal, or 24 years, whatever it is.
33 is always a big deal.
Yeah, like that's like 2 generations apart. It's not even a generation, it's 2.
So the previews for the next 5 episodes, they get to meet families.
Okay. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean,
There's 2 more
in
coming.
the previews, Teresa has her kids there and they ask for his age and she's like, I'm not telling you. And then later on, it shows Nick and Vanessa being like, why didn't you tell them? She was like, they don't need to know.
I bet
Well, how long is this going to last
I
then?
bet she's dated younger men before, is my feeling about her. I liked the other blonde woman who I think doesn't end up with a match, who was like talking to that guy with the big hair. When she was just like, I don't know about this guy. He's really young looking. She was at the wine tasting event. And
wait, I think she does end up with
oh,
him.
she does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he says like, I think you've seen this maybe. At one point, he's like, clearly there's an age difference. And she got mad at him for saying that.
Well, it's true.
But I'm like, that's the show. And he's obviously in his 20s and you're not. Like, but she ends up saying yes to him in the promise room. The only one that says no
I saw
is
the one older woman with the younger guy, and he's like so heartbroken. I liked her. She was like, no, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah. Also, every single like interaction, she was just like, I mean, I just need to know how old you are. Like, I don't feel comfortable. And it's like, you shouldn't be on the show then, because you can't get over him being younger. And he was older than she thought. He was 30.
Yeah, he wasn't. Which again, like, I don't know. I guess I have a lot of information. One thing I do like about this, unlike Love is Blind, that we also don't know their ages until it's revealed.
Oh, even Prince Harry, I thought he was 33-ish. But when he revealed 27, which is only 6 years, but if I'm 54,
that's a big 6 years.
In his 30s, I'd be like, nah.
When he was like, buckle up, I was like, okay, settle down, bro. I don't like him. He's obviously really into himself.
What? It does seem like he really likes her. So I don't know.
I hope it's real.
They seem like the strongest couple out of everyone.
Yeah, because
no, they do, and the black guy and the girl, I can't remember their names.
Pfeiffer and Daryl.
They also seem pretty strong.
He seems sweet, actually. He seems like he's just like looking for something.
And she asks him like, which I'm interested in what you would say to this, but she asks him like, she's like, I've never dated anyone's kids. Like, how does that work? Like, how would that work with me being introduced to them? And he was like, I have a system and like, it's the only way that works for my family, but like you would meet their mom first and we'd go from there.
That sounds like what happens on Love is Blind. They often meet the other parent first.
Yeah. I think Love is Blind is probably like a little bit different because they're also trying to get like clearance for their kid to be on the TV show. So they need like approval from everyone. But like even that conversation, he wasn't like, oh yeah, you're meeting my kids. He was like, we've got to like go through mom first and make sure that, yeah, I love that. But yeah, so they also seem like they're in a good place. Like they have real conversations and whatever. But if you were on this, not even this show, just any reality dating show, like what would be your rules for meeting Micah?
It's a great question. I don't know. I think, well, the idea of going on a reality dating show with Micah in the picture is like a hilarious concept. I think I'd be like, you wouldn't meet him for a while. I need to know it's serious before you get introduced, and then, ease into it. And you'd be like mom's friend. And also, don't worry about it until we see if this is like worth it or not.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this with like the Layla and Mason of it all.
I didn't love how Mason talked to her about her being a mom.
Yeah, I didn't love it either. It's just like not your place. Unless you guys are in a very serious place, I don't think you can comment on parenting.
I completely agree. Also, until you've been like invited to be like a partner in the endeavor, it's just sort of like keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Also, she obviously like just has a lot of like, I feel like a good partner for Layla would understand that maybe she doesn't hold her ground in ways that's like related to other challenges that she has.
Anything.
Yeah. It's just I didn't love that. It made me kind of turn on him, but it's fine because they're broken up. Let's talk about Survivor before we wrap it up. I just gotta say, I don't care for Emily. Emily is chaos, and I feel like, I don't know. It was a good episode last week. It was the weakest of them all, but it was still a good one. Camilla's really fucking good at the puzzles and like guiding people.
Really good. She did that in like 10 seconds.
I know.
I would like to know the actual time difference between each. She figured it out very quickly.
It was really impressive. She's really talented.
I like Camilla.
She's okay. She'd be a cool winner because it'd be so unexpected.
I liked Emily up until this week, and I need her to go.
Apparently, Emily and Christian are friends outside of the game, outside of the show.
Oh, interesting. That's not there. Well, I guess like Mike White's also friends with Angelina.
Yeah.
Mike White is 5 stars for me.
He's
right
so
now.
Good.
And previews for next week, he might jump to 6 if that's possible. I'm just so sad for Q.
I know. I'm really going to miss him. Also, Q really thought he like maybe figured it out, but we didn't get enough Q. His time was too short. But I am grateful that we got enough of him so that like he left his imprint on season 50.
Also in interviews, he said that they captioned Ozzy wrong. When he asked Ozzy when he was leaving, was this you? The captions we saw said that Ozzy said yes, and Q was like, he said no.
That's so weird.
Like person.
I wonder if Ozzy will be getting a certain edit. Although I will say, I think so often captions are just incorrect. Like I'm like, that's not what they said. So who knows if it's like a breadcrumb or just a mistake.
Who did I pick to win?
I don't remember.
You picked Crerie
and Christian.
I think I picked Christian for sure.
Okay.
I think I picked Christian and Tiffany because I was just like, I'm going to throw a random one in there. Tiffany's not on the show.
Not at all. Like, and can we please see her? I guess she's not winning. She's been on like 0 minutes. It's
nothing.
And Chrissy, like, I know Chrissy cried, but other than that, she's barely been on either.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'd like to hear from both of them. Also,
I just absolutely love Survivor, though. I have to like.
Me too. It lifts my spirits.
I look forward to Wednesdays.
Same. I was thinking about our recording schedule, and I was like, well, we have to record on Thursdays to talk about Survivor.
I mean,
yeah,
we talk about this a lot. Is it your favorite, like competitive reality show?
Yes,
I think so.
It's so good.
Yeah, I sometimes change my mind when Big Brother's on, but Big Brother just gives me so much more because it's so many episodes.
Right, it's like a friend.
But, like how excited I get every episode to hear. Like, there's no better feeling.
Survivor's one of the only shows that's appointment viewing for me. I'm like, I need to watch it on Wednesday night.
Yes, I couldn't last Wednesday, and I was really sad.
It's really one of the only ones for me. Like everything else, I'm like, oh, I gotta fit it in. I'll download it to watch on the subway, or like I'll watch it here at like this random time. But Survivor, I'm like, nope. I will be watching ASAP. I love it. And
as soon as my kids go to sleep, it's like the only first thing I pop on.
I'm like, I can't have it be spoiled. Everything else, I'm like, I can live with it, but I don't want any Survivor spoilers.
Also, Survivor is a show where you can be on your phone, and I choose not to be.
Absolutely.
Unless I'm live texting someone who's also watching it.
It's so good. All right, everybody. We will be back later this week to talk about Survivor and maybe more Age of Attraction. And then Sunday night, we're back, baby. Back to our name, Bachelor Party with Rachel Lindsay. Thanks for listening. Thanks to our producers, Olivia Crerie and Kate Ahearn. Hope everyone has a great week.